of night workers. Lydia Argent, ITV News.
Now, we are in December, so some of you may have already put up your Christmas tree or be thinking about getting one in the coming days. But where do you stand on the real versus artificial debate?
Well, an environmental campaign group is urging us to invest in a different type of tree this Christmas, one that looks a little alternative but is a lot more sustainable. Ashna Haranag's been hearing from a couple from Exmouth about opting for artificial.
No one loves Christmas as much as Martin and Sam from Exmouth. So much so, they put their tree up last month. But there's no question as to what type of tree they prefer.
Artificial to us now is authentic. We have to think about how it helps the environment. And that's why we go artificial. If you look at our Christmas tree, it does look realistic. It's not that it looks artificial at all. And we're doing our bit to minimise the impact on the environment.
But some people can't resist a real tree, the popular ones being spruce and pine. One environmental campaign group are asking us to consider different types of trees this festive season.
The problem is that a lot of the Christmas trees that are purchased are cut Christmas trees. So they're used just once and then they're thrown away, which is really wasteful. Which is why Friends of the Earth recommends that we can have a Christmas tree for life, not just for Christmas. So if you buy a pot-grown Christmas tree, it can last for several years, absorbing greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide from the air.
Martin and Sam agree they'd much rather an investment that lasts them a few years.
We don't believe in cutting down good trees and they get thrown away every 2 weeks.
Yeah, like mine says,
Yeah.
it's such a shame to see beautiful trees chopped down for the sake of 2 weeks,
Yeah.
just to be thrown away.
The advice for those with artificial plastic trees is to use it for as long as possible before investing in the suggested potted option to keep in your garden. But for those of us that don't have any outdoor space, some say there's no need to mess with tradition.
No good getting your tree home and it's 12 inches taller than the room.
This definitely wouldn't fit in my house.
Here, nearly 1 million trees are grown on around 3,000 acres of land. They've been selling Norway's spruce and Norman fir trees to families for years.
So is this a good tree? And if people come to buy it, what should they be looking for?
Yeah, I think the first thing they want to make sure is the tree hasn't been cut too long, and the best way to find that out is actually by feeling it.
Oh, wow.
So what you're going to feel is to make sure the branches are not feeling dry and wilted. It's a very important part of Christmas, the Christmas tree, and I think it's the start of most families' Christmas celebration.
They pride themselves in growing them sustainably and replanting one for everyone that's cut.
You know, we're not going into the woodland and just cutting trees. You know, this is actually grown specifically for Christmas. The wildlife love it. The birds, plenty of nesting birds. You know, one of the general comments are we found a bird's nest in our Christmas tree. So, yeah, we like to think we are not just taking, we're trying to give something back as well.
Simply being in this field, it really smells like Christmas. This particular tree is 8 years old and hopefully he'll manage to find a home just in time for Christmas soon. But if you're not sure about whether to buy your own tree or if you're simply worried about what to do with it come January, then how about renting one?
This company rents out trees across the UK. It's a trend that's got the attention of those who want a real tree without the price tag.
We can't keep enough in. It just goes and goes and goes. And the reason I think primarily is this lovely tree here, which is alive and kicking, will look exactly like this after Christmas, having spent 3.5 weeks in somebody's house.
So whether you're dusting off your much-loved artificial tree, bringing in a potted one from the garden, renting one or going out to buy a fresh one this weekend, if you're celebrating Christmas, it's agreed. No living room ought to be without one this festive season. Ashna Haranag, ITV News.
Yeah, there are plenty of options out there for you. Now, the festive season, of course, well underway, and as always, celebrities are releasing their Christmas